fetched suggestion, and we need to be very careful with that.
You know, all the tombs around Jerusalem, unfortunately, with construction, are slowly getting exposed and in some cases destroyed. So it's not so far-fetched that a construction crew would have uncovered the tomb of Jesus. You know, I mean, it can happen. I think we have to consider it.
While the statistical probabilities have been argued, they have never been examined by statistical experts, until now. André Feuerwerker is a professor of mathematics and statistics. From ossuaries and other sources, he's gathered every name known from the time of Jesus. By noting how often each name occurs, he can statistically evaluate the names discovered in Talpiot.
One of the things that's fairly interesting about this particular tomb site is that from a lay point of view, if one looks at the specific names that occur in the cluster, and if one focuses just on the names individually, one can very well come away with the impression that there's nothing the least bit unusual about this particular cluster. But the correct way to analyze this is to look at all of the names in unison.
According to statistics, if we were on a crowded street in ancient Jerusalem and called out the name Jesus, 4% of the men would most probably answer. If we were to call out the name Mary, 25% of the women would probably respond. They were both common names. But what Feuerwerker explains is that if we were to call out for a Jesus with a father called Joseph, a mother named Mary, and a brother called Jose, the odds that such an individual would respond are quite low.
From a statistical point of view, we don't actually look at the incidences of the individual names where we say that each one of them is a very common name. We look at the way in which the factors combine with each other. So, sure, a father by the name of Joseph is not a rare name. A son by the name of Yeshua is not a rare name. But when you combine those two together, it's rarer. So it really is a possibility that this particular tomb site is in fact the one of the New Testament family. It is a possibility that I think needs to be taken seriously.
Taking the possibility seriously means that we must try to uncover more evidence. And one way to do that is to find the Talpiot tomb. But more than 25 years ago, the tomb was reburied, sealed, and cemented over. A huge complex of apartments was built on top. Even if the tomb can be located, it may well be impossible to get into it, sitting under meters of concrete and foundation. Poring over architectural plans decades old and cross-referencing the IAA archaeology reports, our team believes they've discovered the underground location of the Talpiot tomb.
So we know that there's a tomb right over here, right?
Our research shows that in 1980, 2 tombs were discovered on the Talpiot site. The roof of the second tomb had been partially destroyed by construction, but it was sealed up again and not excavated because of time constraints and pressure from religious groups to keep it undisturbed. The archaeological reports show that this second tomb is 20 meters north of tomb number 1. The apartment blueprints show that tomb number 1 is located under a patio and beside a bedroom wall. This, we believe, is the tomb we're looking for. Crude IAA sketches suggest that both tombs may have had access pipes installed before building continued above them. It's common for pipes like these to be added at the request of rabbis in response to the Orthodox belief that spirits need a clear passage from a tomb.
We're going to go down however many feet it is till we hit bottom. I mean, once we're down there, if the drawing is accurate and we've got that curve in that pipe, the camera's going to go down the curve, we're going to see what's there.
My concern is that those pipes are bogus, that whoever built it just built pipes there to make rabbis happy. Oh yeah, the souls can move, and there's nothing there. Ideally, You stick your camera down that thing.
Yes.
Confirm that there is a tomb, that there's a space in between the tomb and the bedroom, if you will. I don't know how deep it goes. We cut a hole in the bedroom wall. Boom, we're in.
Has the burial tomb of Jesus been found? Log on to discovery.com/tomb now and explore the evidence for yourself. Hear from the experts and join the conversation. The Lost Tomb of Jesus is online at discovery.com now.
We've obtained permission from the tenant to give us access to the Talpiot apartment we pinpointed in the blueprints.
You know, I can't believe anybody would live over a tomb anyway.
We've only been given 2 days.
Come on. This is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Listen, we need a tape measure.
That one.
This is the real thing. Goes down. Look at this. We're at 7 feet, 8 feet. Some resistance, but that's not the bottom. There's more.
What's blocking that?
This isn't a dummy plate.
Bill Tarrant is our expert with probe and remote-operated cameras. Even if the access hole is as small as 1/4 of an inch, Bill can get a camera inside.
This is the video probe. Very light, and you see your face in it. Look at how clear that is. See, the camera's in the tip, the light's in the tip.
Yeah.
We're gonna see wherever this camera's pointed. That's what we're gonna see. What can it do? It's articulating. It'll move in all directions.
Yeah.
That'll be able to keep us in the center of the pipe so that we can actually look and see what we're doing. Okay?
Very good.
So I'm gonna center it, and I'm gonna insert it into the pipe.
Okay. Okay.
Paper's rolling.
Let me take a look, so watch it with you. I'll move the camera as we go down. Try to keep it in the center. See how we're going down? It's still pretty clean, and we're moving down. We're down about 10 feet.
No debris. What's that color change?
It's changing color because it looks like they use different color pipes when they put this thing in.
I see something.
Not good. Not good. See that there? It looks like some sticks.
I see plastic and I see some
It's not good.
wooden pieces, some debris or something.
You know what? This is a pretty serious blockage you got here.
This is not good.
No.
I think people are reluctant to think that you could come upon the Jesus family tomb. And yet, there's Caiaphas, the priest who